Hi, this is John Reed of JohnERP.com. I'm behind the camera, and joining me live here at SAP Tech at Vegas is Amit Bendov of Panaya.
Hey John, how are you doing?
Doing well, and the reason I have Amit here is that Panaya, I've had the privilege to work with and learned a lot from them about third-party success, and many people in the SAP community want to have more success in their entrepreneurial endeavors and third-party solutions. So we're going to find out some of the keys to how Panaya pulls this off. Now, success as a third-party solution provider in SAP is by no means an easy trick, and yet you guys are up into the hundreds of customers now. So can you share with our viewers some of the keys that Panaya has found?
I think that the keys are, really the important things that any company should have. First is a product that solves a real problem that customers have. Upgrades, enhancement pack, and support kits are a real struggle for many customers. So there is a need. That's number one. Second, you have to be able to articulate your value. Our value has been very, very simple from day one. It still is 20 minutes could cost you 50% on your next project. So that's what we repeat time and again. Third, you have to deliver on the value. And when we started, we didn't have any references. We weren't a household name. We're selling to big corporations, also some small ones, and it was important that we be able to prove the value before they make a decision. So we made the product very, very easy to try. If you don't believe us, try it for yourself. Doesn't cost you anything. In worst case, you wasted 20 minutes, and then you can see for yourself. And usually when customers see it, their jaws drop, and then they can decide if they want to buy it or not. So that's number one, a product that solves a real problem, simple value proposition, and easy to try, especially if you're new and delivering something that is perceived as a pretty bold statement. The other thing is we don't just sit there and wait for customers to get to us. It's not enough, even if you build a great product, it's not enough just to, the conventional wisdom is, write a few articles, blog posts, people will come from Google, you'll convert them to successful customers. That's not how it's working. We go after customers. The way that we do it, we develop content that is, I think, not the usual corporate software white papers that, personally I find pretty boring. We try to create useful content that people really use. So PowerPoint templates for using upgrade projects, surveys, benchmarks. We did the salary survey. There's nothing to do directly with Panaya, but it does interest people that are in the community, in the industry, and when I download it, we start some sort of a dialogue, and then we gauge their interest, and then add more information, and then whenever they raise their hand and want to talk with us, then they want to talk with us. That's so you have to think about how will people know about you, how will people start the communication with you, and learn about your product.
All right, so we're in the lightning round now before we wrap the video in about 30 seconds or so. Can you give us a few, one or two or three missteps that you see other firms make in how they approach the market where you're like, gosh, this is something that you should not do?
Well, here are some of the most popular. First, they define themselves in the broadest terms possible because they sounds like a grand vision, solutions for innovative cloud-based revolutions, which sounds great, but no one understands what it does. So tone down your message, be very down to earth, very, very specific about exactly what problem you're solving. That's number one. Number two, I find that especially a lot in the consulting area, people just wait, count on their network, and wait for people to reach out to them to get proposals for projects. If that's what you want, if you want a slow drip of projects, that's okay. If you ever want to become a big company, that's not okay. You really have to go out, get your name out, and provide content that people want to read. And third, make your product or service easy to try. The more you add, the more difficult it is to deploy. So we actually always look for how can we do less. Simple, simple, simple. Keep it simple.
Excellent advice. Thanks for taking the time. With Hasso at your back, probably saying good luck is not needed, but good luck in the next year. Glad we got to meet up at Tech Ed.
Thanks very much. My pleasure.